Guys, we're going to do a reading because I've been asked a little bit about this. I know people are a little bit concerned about the trial with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and this whole 15th juror thing. Now, it's kind of funny because when I clicked my phone just to pull up an article to read to you guys, my phone just signaled that it was at 15%. So I kind of had to laugh at that. Like, woo, that's a weird. But, things happen. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but yes, I am at 15%. So let's kind of talk about it. What we've got. We haven't heard anything from Johnny Depp's side. But, Amber Heard seeks mistrial, saying the wrong juror was seated in Johnny Depp defamation trial. Which, yes, if a wrong juror was put in, it could cause a little bit of a stir, could get that whole mistrial, which means we'd be back in court again, okay? So let's kind of check it out. Maybe, but I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt, but I almost feel that maybe there's a reasonable explanation for it. I'm just saying. Johnny Depp's multi-million win against Amber Heard is once again being challenged after Heard's legal team filed paperwork Friday seeking a mistrial, stating that the wrong juror was seated for the lengthy defamation trial. The five-page document filled in a Fairfax County, Virginia Circuit Court says that juror number 15 was not the individual summoned for jury duty on April 11, 2022. Heard's attorneys wrote that the correct juror was 77 years old at the time of the trial, and juror 15 was 52. The court documents claim that both people share the same last name and address. Okay, so what we might have here is there could be a case, which would be very weird, if there's a same name and address, that we may have a junior and a senior type of situation. Okay, as the court no doubt agrees, it is deeply troubling for an individual not summoned for jury duty, nonetheless, to appear for jury duty is served. Heard's legal team argued that her due process is therefore compromised. So 6-week televised trial and so forth. So the jury also awarded Heard $2 million in her counterclaim against Depp, concluding that Heard was defamed, and we know the whole story. So one of the things is, juror number 15, could this happen where things are declared a mistrial and because of something? What is happening here? Or is this some kind of weird kind of misunderstanding that can be clarified? So far, Johnny Depp's team has not responded to any of this. Or is something, weird going on here? So, but that's what it kind of looks like, that maybe within the household, I'm just going to speculate, obviously if they have the same name, and if they have the same address, that we may be dealing with a junior senior. Did junior, who was 52, go in and sit when it should have been senior? Were people mistaken who was summoned? But why wouldn't they check this? Would they check IDs at time? This is kind of weird. Let's just see if it's going to have any kind of bearing. What's going to happen? Which, of course, like I said, it doesn't mean that everything will be over. We would just have to do it again. Okay, let's check it. Which really, if Amber Heard wants to lose twice, so be it. Let's lose twice. Okay, let's kind of see what's happening. So this is kind of a tricky one. And I did feel, because I didn't feel she would get an appeal, but, maybe there is something there. So I do want to check myself. If there's any kind of bearing that this juror 15 could screw it all up, that would be a damn shame. Because then poor Johnny Depp would have to do it all again. Okay? And, but you know what? Maybe they'll get awarded more money. I don't know. Let's kind of see what happens. This would be crazy. This would definitely upset a lot of people. So I'm going to be open to it. Juror number 15. Now, very interesting. 15 in the tarot is the devil card. So I'm going to keep an eye on that card, okay? 15 is the devil card. Okay. Like I said, maybe there's a reasonable explanation. Maybe something else that we don't know of. Okay, whoa, let's see what we got here. So let's cut it. I remember this is not reading on appeal. This is if there is something with the 15th juror what it looks like it would come down to a mistrial and everything, and yes, just like there is a Johnny Depp verdict thrown into chaos is wrong juror seated. So let's see, do we have a situation with a senior and a junior sat? What do we got here? Well, the Ten of Swords, we know this has been Amber. Okay, the Ruin card. Okay, we know this, the whole thing, the court case, all that. Okay, we know she's been ruined, and you guys have seen this card for her a lot that have been following my reads on this. And I know it doesn't matter whether they have to go to court again, whatever. She's ruined. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's ruined. So let's kind of go ahead and look at it. The career, nobody's going to hire her. So just, remember that. But still, do we have to go through this drama again? Okay, so now, what are the indicators? Could be the Tower. The Tower could be symbolic of throwing things out. So we want to be prepared. And what do we got there? So we've got that Eon card, which can be also a resurrection, so I got to kind of take note of that energy. Everything should be dead, but all of a sudden things, it does keep resurrecting in some way, that they're definitely trying to resurrect from this ruin. Definitely, that fits itself. That is the challenge. What do we got here? Everything we know was about the lovers, the relationship with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. That goes without saying. We've got that. This is what it's all about. And the strife that they went through, the constant battling that they went through, the physical violence that, obviously Amber Heard claims it happened to her, but Johnny Depp says, nope, he was the one. Okay, but it's not even that, just this, there's just this constant having a battle. And I'm sure Johnny Depp has got to be exhausted. What is overlapping there? So we've got that Empress energy. Let me kind of tune into that. Hold on one second. Let me stop. Yes. So one of the things we could kind of talk about, a big thing has been, especially, she had come up with the Me Too movement, women's rights and all that. That is obviously a big thing that is going on right now. And a lot of people said how, she messed this up with all this lying and this sketchiness. She really tried to be the head of the Me Too movement. We are all aware of that. So I feel that's why the Empress card is showing there and stuff. And the Knight of Discs energy, really, that's what I feel. Johnny Depp, a lot of this is hurt his career, just wanting to get back to work. This affected him, especially financially, being able to do jobs. That can be work, employment kind of energy, what affected. So let's kind of look at things. Where are we going here? Some of the energy. I know this is a challenge. And stuff. So we got the Knight of Swords. I'm gonna pull all three before I start talking. Okay, what do we got here? So a lot of it, there you go. The Sun. Well, yeah. The Sun, Johnny Depp's innocence, has definitely, been, I feel like we all know he is now at this point, okay? The majority of us. But we've got that Temperance card. It's that we just got to have to be patient during this time. Certain things are simmering and stuff. But the Knight of Swords is they want to take this kind of action, act fast, and they're scrambling. I feel her team is scrambling to try to get, out of this verdict, okay? And stuff with that Knight of Swords energy and stuff, which can be brutal. Let's kind of go ahead and pull on that. And we've also got that High Priestess energy. And really a lot of it, the secrets, many secrets came to light, came out, and so forth. Okay, so now let's look. What is it, the Crown? Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles energy here. So definitely I feel her team is just trying to work on a situation. That is the Works card, coming up with everything to be able to figure this out, getting out of the verdict. We've got this energy. They are scrambling, but I feel there's a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos, especially once they lost, trying to figure out what can we do to wiggle out of this. Is there any kind of merit with this 15th juror? And that's why I say, if this was an issue, wouldn't you have caught it before? Why do you realize this after the verdict? This is kind of sketchy and weird, okay? But the Ace of Swords, that is about the truth of situations. No matter what, the truth is king, and this is what is so important. So we've got that Queen of Wands energy that is popping up in here. Let me kind of tune in. Queen of Wands. Hold on one second. I want to overlap that in the Four of Swords. Hold on one second. Let me sit with that for a minute. I'll come back to that. I feel this might be Elaine, her lawyer, though, that is trying to come in a personal power thing. There. And a lot of it is true. These people got a truce. Okay, so one of the things we've got there is we've got the oppression card that is popping up in here. So I feel like one of the things, just kind of feeling Amber's kind of energy and what they're trying to portray, that she has been being oppressed, and all this, they want to sell on that. And then we've got that Two of Swords energy, which is the Peace card. which really, God, if they could only get to it. But let's kind of see. News should be coming out with this soon about this whole 15th Juror. We should be getting enlightened about some things soon. Things have been kind of quiet. Okay, so we've got the Dominion card. We are at the fork of the road. What do we got here? What they got to think on that? But we still got the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune is still on Johnny's side. What do we got? Okay, so we got the Seven of Wands energy. That can be a lot of times by lawyers kind of standing up in the defense. Let me kind of look here. What do we got? So we're going to have to go and battle it out. Let's see. But what? Give me the answer here. Is anything going to come? We know a battle is going to come. I like the fact that Chariot is there. Chariot has been very representative for me of Johnny Depp's victory. Okay. Will that sustain? We've got that power card. He's definitely getting into more position of power now. Now that we've got this, we got the wealth card to represent the lawsuit, his earnings, or I guess his award, and then the Seven of Cups. One of his challenges, of course, was his kind of drug issues. We know that, that all came out. But so far standing, his gain card is there. The gain card is important. So far, what I'm feeling here with everything, a lot of this stands really strong and prominent for him. Okay, that so far I don't see any throwouts, any overturnings so far. Okay, I'm just not seeing it at the moment. Let me pull Kipper though. But I mean, I've got the Chariot, which really makes me feel his win is so solid. And like I said, no matter what these people do, he won. What is it? The court of public opinion. The way feel he's got a lot of his power back. The wealth card stands there. We know his drug issue. He's got to work on that. But the gain card is at the crown of this little thing I just did. And that is Johnny Depp's gain. Gaining his reputation, all that. This stands very, very strong. I feel a lot of that even though Elena, I do feel she's the Queen of Wands here. But the truth, I feel some kind of true situation may come out to clear things up is what I'm kind of feeling here. But I know they're going to go to task with that Seven of Wands, which can be symbolic of, kind of the battle. Yeah. Oh, here they are. I'm sorry. I was looking for my cards and I'm trying to figure it out here. But so far, I don't have any kind of, no tower throwing out. I feel his innocence is there, is standing strong. So far, we got to be patient during this time. And I feel like they've just been scrambling. They're trying to come up with something. But so far, I'm just not seeing this thing here. I've got the community card. A lot of people are, on board. The great fortune, really, Johnny Depp is all that, with his win. I feel they're trying to work out. I'm just not seeing this overturned. I'm not seeing this overturned. Everything seems to so far stand strong. And that everything I'm looking at, that his win should stay solid. I've got the wealth card sitting there. I've got his Chariot is standing there. That this should stay assimilated here. That we should stay strong. I'm just not seeing an overturning. There's no message here that implies any kind of overturning of this verdict. I see they're going to try to fight it out, but especially with the gain of the crown, which a lot of that was even in read number 1, okay, with Johnny Depp gaining his reputation and everything is incredibly solid here, his innocence and everything. And the Devil card did not pop up, which I'm very surprised to represent. But let's look at this. I want to do another angle. Give me a moment. So far, it looks good. But I just want to probe into. Is there any kind of answer I could get? And, yep, let's get Baby Thoth. Just a few cards I'm going to throw down. On that 15th Juror. What the hell? But yeah, so far, guys, I'm just not seeing it thrown out. Just not. I could be wrong. Okay, we just 15th Juror, I'm going to kind of focus on. Yep, Queen of Wands pops up again. That makes me feel lame. So that is her card. Okay, that's her attorney. This is her argument and everything. And I feel like, yep, there it is. Knight of Swords again. They're scrambling, trying to figure something out. Okay? It's just chaos. There's Amber's oppression. Feeling oppressed. All that crap. News should be coming out soon about it. We should get a little bit more information. Justice is popping up. Innocence, there it is. I feel they're just going to push this out, that there's something there. I feel like, I guess the best way, I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel there's some kind of reasonable explanation that what they're saying is not necessarily it. I feel like, there's some kind of, mistake on something, but I don't feel a deception so far of a 15th juror. That's not what I'm getting there. They are good. There's that Seven of Wands again. Spirit is, reaffirming a few things. They're going to try to battle it out, but I'm just not necessarily seeing that anything kind of happens here. I feel they're just pretty much stuck with it, with that Hangman energy popping up. So whatever kind of situation, so far what I'm getting, at least I feel, I'm just not, I've got that, that kind of court thing there, of course, but a lot of Johnny Depp's innocence still seems to be standing out. And that's what I'm feeling. Now, also, I want to kind of take note of that a Seven of Wands is up in the Leo month. We're closing in on that. So around the Leo month, because that is Mars in Leo, just so you know, we should have a little bit of answer. But so far, I do not feel that I don't know what it is. It's hard to put my finger on, but I feel there's some kind of explanation for what is going on. Some kind of reasonable explanation. I'm just not seeing some kind of deception that could cause a risk trial. I'm not getting a tower or any kind of energy that indicates any kind of throwing out so far. I'm just not seeing it. I stop anything that indicates a mistrial of it going anywhere. Let me just throw a couple more down just to look. Let me see. Yep. I've even got that failure card popping up in there. I feel they're just going to fail at this effort. You've got a little bit of Amber Heard with that lust card and stuff. I feel they're trying to change everything, but they're going to fail at what they're trying to do. Okay, so far, I mean, just nothing. I get nothing that this gets overturned. I just feel like there's some, and I would think Johnny Depp's team and everybody would have checked everything thorough. And even Amber Heard's team. I just feel there's just something, like it's hard to put my finger on, but there's what they're kind of proposing. I feel there's some kind of reasonable explanation. There's some kind of thing they're trying to work with, but it's going to be explained. I guess is the best way that I can put it. But so far, everything, I'm not getting any kind of deception or leading anything that leads to any kind of mistrial. So far, in what I'm seeing, I do hope this helps. Let's keep an eye on this, and let's hope everything is correct with that. And Johnny Depp can keep his, his thing, and all this with what is going on. But so far, it looks good.